Hello students, welcome to teachcode.com. Today we are going to talk about conic sections. Conic sections can be defined in different way. For example, if we have two cones like this is conic section, so we can find line, point, circle, or parabola and hyperbola, and ellipse also. So how can we find ellipse or circle if we have a conic section like this? If we cut this, look, if we cut this with a plane like this, we will get a circle. But if we will cut in the corner here, in this narrow way, place, we will get a point. Okay, and if we will cut this in a little bit, if we bend or change our hand like this, just bend the plane, and if we cut this, we will get what? Ellipse. And there are three more things. If we cut like this, only touch this surface, we will get a line. And if we will cut like this, look, we will get a hyperbola like letter U. And if we cut like this, so we will cut from here to there, so we will cut two parabola, it means hyperbola. Now I'm going to repeat this and we will get the graphs, and each of them, it has a rule, and we have to write the rule for each of them. Now let's start the lesson. Here, students, we have circle, ellipse, hyperbola, parabola. We have a point and a straight line. We can find all of these in this conic section. If someone asks you to cut this into circles, you can cut by a plane in a straight way like this. So all of them, it becomes circle, circle, circle. When you cut this horizontally, so it becomes circle. But if you give a slope to this is a horizontal. If you give a slope to this and cut this, each of these, it becomes ellipse. And then, if we cut vertically or like this, if we give a little bit slope, and we can cut like this, so it becomes a parabola. And then if we cut vertically, straightly like this to both parts, it becomes one parabola in this and one parabola on this. So we will have two parabola, it means hyperbola. Okay, if we cut this in the this narrow place, we will get a point. And if we try to cut through the surface, look, the surface of here to here, so we will get what? Only a line, which is the surface of those two, so we will get a line. Now those are all kinds of the shapes that we can take it out from a conic section. In this lesson, guys, we will talk about the role of ellipse, parabola, and hyperbola. We don't need those two. You know, point we can find by an x and y ordered pair, and line you took it before, y is equal to something. This is line and straight line. what is the rule for circle? You have to know the rule for circle. It's easy. X squared plus y squared is equal to, let's say, 25. It means the radius is 5, okay? But from this, we have to find the general rule for this one. You know, horizontal change is written with x, so x minus h, you have to write, plus vertical change will happen to y minus, we can say, k. This k is for vertical and this h is for horizontal. Okay, now this is the general rule for circle. What is the general rule for ellipse? We can say we will have same thing, x squared or x minus h square plus y minus k square, which is equal to what? Equal to, we can say a number, but we can divide this number by same thing, it becomes 1. If it is 25 divided by 25 divided by 25 divided by 25, but this is not 25, so this we will have two more things. We will have a and b, okay? Maybe this is a square, b square, or this is b square and this is a square. When we have this under x square, so this means horizontally or vertically, it depends on this. Be careful. If the greatest number is with x, so this is a. If the greatest number written under y, so this is a. Be careful. And so we will talk about this. But don't forget the rule of this and this, only we have this ab, the difference I mean between them. Let's go to parabola. You know, guys, y equal to x squared. This is the rule of parabola. But can we say, you know this rule, can we say x squared is equal to y? Yes, we can say this. This is the simple rule for, or let's say parent rule for this. But we can write the general rule. How can we change? X, it has h, horizontal change, and y, it has k, vertical change. So we can say, x minus h squared is equal to y minus k only, not square, okay? Be careful. In parabola, only x or only y is square, okay? But in circle and hyperbola, ellipse, both x and h is square. Write one more thing in this rule. What's that? If this shape is very narrow or stretch or expand the letter u like this, it may be like this or it may like this. It depends. So it depends on the number that's written with y or in front of the letter with power 1. So we can say we have 4p here. This p is control the stretch and the we can say compression of this shape. But maybe this shape is like this. If it is like this, we can exchange the place of x and y. We can say y minus k squared is equal to 4p x minus h. Okay, just exchange the places of them. Now let's go to the hyperbola. In a hyperbola, the rule for this is same as the ellipse. But instead of this plus, we have minus. Look, we can say x minus h squared. Be careful, we have minus here. Y minus k squared is equal to 1. But here If it is vertical like this, y must be written in front, and if it is like this, it is horizontal or on x-axis, so we can say a is here, a square and b square. Okay, this is all the rule. The most important one is the rules of them. What are they? Okay, they are not very hard. We can say they are all came from circle. Okay, this and this, they are same as the circle, but this one maybe it is different because we have p, we don't have p in the others. Now we'll talk about each of them in the other videos one by one, and how can we find the ellipse rule and parabola, hyperbola, and we have directrix, we have foci, focus, or we have the vertices. How can we find the vertices? Those are vertices of an ellipse or circle. How can we find each of them? I hope you understand this. For the next videos, please pay attention on how can we find the rule, and then the graph, after the graph, each information on this graph, like focus, directrix, the axis, and we can say the vertices. So how can we find each of them? Please, before playing the videos, read the question, and then if you don't understand, open the video. Thanks for watching the video. Bye.